contention in August, Kirk Gibson wasn't about to let his team simply ride the season out. He implored the D-backs that they owe it to the game to play it the right way, and recently they have. While their young arms have been impressive on the mound, the D-backs' offense has been on a tear. It's led to a winning record this month and a bit of confidence that contenders like the Padres hate to see. Yes, you can stay classy, San Diego. You're atop the West, but one thing's for sure, the D-backs will fight you to the finish. It's very good news in the state of Arizona when your club starts to rebuild. A winning month of August, and last night that was ensured. The Padres playing for everything, but then again, aren't these Diamondbacks going toe-to-toe with the San Diego Padres here at Chase Field? Glad to have you with us on Fox Sports Arizona. And of course, the Padres last year club that went 23-13 to the finish line. They were a last-place club last year. Hi, folks. Welcome back to the ballpark. He's Mark. My name is Darren. Glad to have you with us. And, Gracie, anytime you are trying to build for next year and have that solid finish, not just be a spoiler, but just really win ball games and do things the right way, change the atmosphere, the hitting helps, but it certainly helps to have good young pitching.
Oh, certainly. And right now, the Diamondbacks have just that. They are young, they are talented, and they're starting to figure things out here at the big league level. Barry Enright, nobody knew about him when the season started in April. They know his name now in the National League. Daniel Hudson, he's come over with a lot more fanfare. He was a #1 pick. Joe Saunders, a nice game yesterday, and it looks like Ian Kennedy now starting to get that confidence back as well.
We were both sitting in the stands watching Ian Kennedy work against those San Diego Padres. The bottom line was for Ian that he kind of got in a jam early on and then pieced it together very nicely the rest of the way. A career-high 12 strikeouts.
Yeah, 12 strikeouts. He had great location along with the great changeup. That's his best pitch, his changeup. But he had great location with his fastball. And everybody says, Darren Sutton, the best pitch in baseball is a located fastball.
All right, so a couple of weeks back, let's talk offense. Mark Reynolds, he lost his, and he lost it with a pitch that was up and in, a pitch that hit him right in the head. And you've been through it. Kirk Gibson's been through it. When you're hit up above the neck, you kind of go into a fog for a little while. It appears he's coming out of it.
Yeah, when something like that happened to me, it was back in Double-A baseball, Darren Sutton. I still don't remember it happening to this day. So something does happen. You get a concussion, something like that. And because of the helmet being hit in the head, his eggs were scrambled for a little while. He's starting to finally come out. A big home run in San Diego and 2 more long home runs here last night.
And all of a sudden, there's been big talk about the Triple Crown race. I love that one of those homers was the other way. Mark Reynolds saying, I might just have something to say. I'm not going to win the Triple Crown, but I may jump in that home run race and mess everything up. They talk about Pujols and Votto fighting for that Triple Crown.
Well, certainly, and then can't get enough of Big Adam Dunn. He's
well
right there as well, and Mark Reynolds. All guys that are big fans of the show, so that's going to be something really fun for the rest of the year to watch, that home run chase.
All right, ice cream. Get your ice cream here as we welcome you back to the ballpark. We'll have an update on Justin Upton. That's right. I wore my ice cream jacket tonight. Have a little Neapolitan when we come back, and let's hope that Justin's okay. Diamondbacks baseball brought to you by Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Diamondbacks, and by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com.
Second game of a three-game set against the NL West leading San Diego Padres. And the Diamondbacks a little bit banged up going into this one. Adam LaRoche will be out as a precaution once again. He's available to pinch hit. But Justin Upton is new to the injury report. Last night in the 7th inning, took a little bit of an awkward swing, a late swing, grabs his shoulder. It is a left shoulder strain. He did not need an MRI. He had something similar last year. It just took him about a day. So he did take some swings in the cage today, according to Kirk Gibson, and he will be available to pinch hit. Hopefully nothing that will keep him out of the lineup very long. Coming up, though, trying to keep the San Diego Padres reeling. The Diamondbacks could send them to their 6th straight loss, and more importantly, the D-backs could wrap up August with 16 wins. It's all coming up next right here on Fox Sports Arizona.
The San Diego Padres, you know what, I'd sprint to the mound too if I had done the damage that he did. Love the on-field look. The Diamondbacks ready to go to work. Skipper Bud Black has his team in territory that he spent a lot of time as a pitching coach under the watchful eye of Mike Scioscia. Let's take a look at Buddy's starting lineup tonight, and his offense is struggling. They're in the middle of a losing streak, 5 in a row. They're not used to this. It's Eckstein, it's Tejada, it's Adrian Gonzalez. Brent Ludwig has been quiet as well. It's Headley, Venable, Yorvi, Torrealba. A late scratch. Torrealba with a back problem will explain a little bit more. He is out of the lineup. So Denorfia moves up, and Kevin Correa is the pitcher. Ian Patrick Kennedy. Numbers delivered by the UPS store. And the right-hander 8-9, a 4.22. But again, last time out, 1 hit, 7 innings, 12 strikeouts, and an 11-5 win.
Yeah, coming off his finest hour at the major league level, no question about that.
Tim McClellan behind home plate. The deliberate call of strike 1 to David Eckstein, and we are underway. Michigan-born Tim McClellan, crew chief Everett, Johnson, McClinsky, as you look around the entire game. David Eckstein, base hit right field. Defensively, the Diamondbacks, let's see how they stack up. Church, Young, Parra. Infield, Reynolds, Drew, hard hitting Kelly Johnson, and Rusty Ryle. Miguel Montero catches Ian Kennedy. Yeah, he had a bit of an edge before the game today. And he had one last night when he disagreed with the call with Tim McClellan. Disappointed in what has gone on in the field. David Eckstein. Miguel Tejada takes strike one. My favorite part, Gracie, of the entire disagreement from Eckstein was when he went back out to play defense, and Mike Everett, who's standing right by him right now as first base umpire, basically counseled him for 3 batters.
Yeah, exactly, and that's part of being respected. He's a respected player at this level. Umpires respect him because they know that David Eckstein doesn't say a word unless he deserves to say something.
Steven, a nice job spinning around, keeping light on his feet and getting the lead runner in David Eckstein. So Miguel Tejada reaches on a fielder's choice. 272 overall this year for Tejada with 10 home runs.
Really nice play there by Stephen Drew. He had all his momentum coming towards first base, but he put on the brakes quickly and made a good feed to get the lead runner at second. All the way in, the momentum brings him onto the infield grass. Then makes a good toss to get the lead runner. It keeps the double play in order.
And in front of Adrian Gonzalez, 27 home runs, 86 runs batted in. And he shoots that one foul first base line. Adrian last night was 1 for 4. Previous of that, he was 4 of 12 in the Phillies series. And he is warm. There's no doubt. He had a nice series against the Diamondbacks. Big numbers there all across the board. The 0-1. Curveball, fly ball, lets it travel deep, and he drives it deep. Church runs out of room, and it kicks away in that triangle. We're going to send the runner on around. Reynolds can't hang on. Nice job, Ryle, backing it up. So that ball headed into the corner. Not an easy opportunity when you get into that secondary triangle, if you will, out there. And Church lost it. Better said, he couldn't make a spectacular play. How about that?
He just, like you said, lets it travel. He hits it a long, long ways out there into that triangle, as you called it. Church couldn't dig it out, and because of that, that's an RBI double. And the Padres showing a little life, as they did last night in the first inning.
Boy, is that a pretty piece of hitting.
Are
you kidding
gorgeous. Me? And to hit it that far the other way.
Hot shot, base hit, center field. San Diego on top, 2-0. Ryan Ludwig with his 57th RBI of the year. And he was in the middle of a 3 for 18 skid during this 5-game losing streak. Hadn't driven in a run until now.
I think Ian Kennedy saw Joe Saunders do this last night, give up a couple runs in the first. That might be the itinerary to a W. Get hit hard in the first inning and then piece it together. This ball's smoked.
Chase Headley, and that one's in the dirt. Ludwig will move up. Looked like an off-speed pitch. I'm thinking a changeup. Had it at 82 miles an hour. But he just spiked it and missed wildly. Stott communicating out there to his catcher behind home plate. As that changeup is outside, through another one. .272, 10 homers. And Headley, he also is quiet during this run. I knock on wood as I say it, but without an RBI in that 5-game losing streak, and against the Diamondbacks, that hasn't been the case this year.
Not at all. He has killed Diamondback pitching.
He's opened a lot of eyes this year, hasn't he, in the National League?
Certainly mine. I like what he brings to the table. 10 home runs in San Diego's considerably more elsewhere.
That one misses outside. A 3-0 ball, ball 4. Well, he was taken every step of the way, and Kennedy missed.
Center fielder number 25, Will Venable.
So now Will Venable. Will hitting just .230, but he'll hurt a mistake. He's got 11 home runs, 45 batted in. Venable hitless in 11 at-bats in that series against Philadelphia. I'm almost afraid to give out more struggling numbers.
Every time you do, wham.
Two to nothing. San Diego leads it already. 3 hits. Folks still making their way in and awfully quiet right now with the offensive outpouring. That one down the line, hugs the line, foul ball.
Well, that would have been 2 more runs for the Padres. That one just lands foul by a mere 5 or 6 inches. Let's take a look at what third base umpire Mike McClinsky saw. Yeah, about 6 inches foul. Boy, very fortunate there with the D-backs. A little body language never hurts IPK. That's what my partner likes to call him.
Well, that's kind of the craze on the web, that nickname.
Is it?
I know that's where you found it. You're a big regular in the message board world. Chiming in, the 0-2. Fouled off.
I'm really not.
I know you like to visit the Snake Pit, AZ Snake Pit.
They won't let me on.
You're allowed in. Just click on it.
Oh.
Do a little
You don't
search.
have to have a password or something?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
If you want to comment, I think you have to have a password.
There you go.
The 0-2. Breaking ball, nice job locking it up, Montero. But they call him IPK.
Do they?
Folks in that world that are passionate about the game. Folks, keep an eye out. Grace is going to come up with a unique handle. Start commenting. He might be doing it right now.
Something really obscure.
High pop. Back of short. Shallow left. Church calls off through. And the second out of the inning with a couple of runners on.
How about like something obscure like D-back analyst?
Yeah, no. They'd probably know it was you commenting on the game.
Well, let's see. How about
Mark
17-1B?
Yeah, no, they'd probably know it was you again.
Oh.
I mean, if you wanted to go with, let's say, Mark Grace 17, or Mark Grace 1B,
no one would believe
you.
it'd be that obvious. You're right.
Or, I played for that team.
How about terrible racing legend?
I still think they'd know.
That would be a good one.
0-1 the count to Chris Denorfia. That one is low. So anyway, if you're out there in the world and you're following the game and commenting on a place like AZ Snake Pit, keep an eye out for Gracie.
I'm coming.
Just let him in. He said you won't let him in.
I'm going to bring some knowledge. Let me in, please.
1-1. Bounces into the dirt. 2-1 the count to Denorfia. Kennedy, with no one on base, opponents hit 236. With runners in scoring position, it's 222. One of the big bugaboos for Ian has been the long ball. He's allowed 24 homers this year. Denorfia chases up. 2-2 the count.
Upstairs. Good pitch there. That should set up the changeup.
The right-hander of USC deals a fastball. Strike 3. And so that'll do it.
It got dropped, but it was right down the middle.
And the very deliberate call of Tim McClellan. You knew it was coming, but he did. I think he was looking for a breaking ball. Communication there. Just make a sign, put your thoughts down, and hold it up. Now, you don't have to log on to anything, Gracie, to hold up a sign.
No, and you don't have to be let in.
No, they still aren't letting you in. Rusty Ryle.
Swatting ham, isn't it?
Yes. Oh, boy.
Hey.
Anyway.
Well, I know how you feel.
Anyway, move along. Quickly, let's take a look at the lineups.
Hello? Is this on? Hello?
Southwest Airlines. Stephen Drew, happily married, leads it off. It's Rusty Ryle, Kelly Johnson, Chris Young, Montero, Reynolds, Parra, Church, and Ian Kennedy. Brought to you again by Southwest Airlines. Kevin Correa is 30 years old. It was a couple of years ago that he finally became a starting pitcher. And he has earned himself a nice spot this year. 10 victories for the Padres, a higher ERA. And part of the reason is he took it on the chin from these Diamondbacks in his last outing. ERA of 5.29, but again, when you give up 9 runs in 3 1/3, that ERA is about to bounce, and that's what happened. San Diego, California, Grossmont High School, went to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. 1-1 the count. And then there's Stephen Drew, crushing the ball over his last 6 games. Those are those numbers. Drew was part of that huge day, by the way.
Yeah, Stephen's in one of those zones now where he just makes the game look very easy, and it's not.
Breaking ball is high. Stephen in his last 6 games has 15 hits, #1 in the game in that time span. 10 extra base hits. 10 of his last 15 hits. Extra base hits. There you have it. That one is rolled foul. 2-2 the count. Gracie, what's it like to be there? What's it like to be in that zone?
Well, Stephen's zones and my zones are a little bit different. Stephen, all those extra base hits, I mean, that's Babe Ruthian.
Selling yourself short, though. I'm sure you
doing.
hit 550 for 6 games. What's it like to see it like that?
It doesn't matter what they throw. You're hitting, you're taking the pitches out of the zone. You're only swinging at strikes, and you're hitting fastballs, you're hitting curveballs, you're hitting changeups. It doesn't matter what they throw you. They pitch you up in the zone, you hammer it. They pitch you down around your ankles, you find a hole somewhere. You pull the inside pitch. You go the other way. You just do everything perfectly, and that's the kind of zone he's in.
High fly down the line. That's why I interrupted you, certainly. I mean, you were being very humble in your approach, but again, I'm sure you hit 600 for a week or so.
I had my moments, certainly. Yeah. And like that. And even if you don't square one up, it goes a row or two deep in the stands instead of out to the left field or caught. Just all part of the good fortune that comes with a hot streak.
The 3-2. Chases a fastball that runs out of the zone. Pick your D-back of the month. Southwest.com. 36929. There's what Stephen has pulled off. Adam LaRoche, Barry Enright, Daniel Hudson. How about some good choices there? You know, you're playing solid baseball when you're not putting up a guy hitting 213.
You got that right.
And saying, well, he was nice to everyone.
Not the best we had.
Swatted into center field. I'll tell you, when he starts, Rusty Ryle about 50 points higher that batting average. How about that? No, Kurt Zacher doing some digging on that one.
Good stuff from Kurt Zacher, the best in the business.
Make down in the truck, making sure that it pays itself off. And they believe in Rusty Ryle, and when he starts, I don't blame him. Hitters are just better with 4 at-bats.
I agree with you. Instead of 4 at-bats a week, I'll take him in one night, thank you.
Kelly had an interesting walk-up song there, a song from the 70s. It's Raining Men. I don't remember who sang it.
That was it the 70s or 80s?
I don't remember. Kind of a disco hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's a little disturbing. That's the Weather Girls.
Is it really?
Yeah.
But he didn't mind it. Obviously, he would have stared up here.
That's a great point.
I think somebody's up to some shenanigans down there.
Somebody got him.
2-0 the count to Kelly Johnson. Sorry, folks, as we digressed. It was clearly playing, though, and I had to comment. I thought some of you might enjoy that.
Now, we've been known to comment on the hitting music before.
Oh, Miguel Montero's last year.
Chacarón.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
The 2-0.
So Kelly Johnson, I didn't even notice. It was It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls.
Yes. We just overheard it. We didn't play it ourselves.
Makes me a little uncomfortable. Fine song.
The 3-0. It's a strike over the outside corner. Well, the big question is, the folks that handle the music down the way here, can they be bought?
I have a feeling.
And I'm guessing that they were purchased by somebody.
They can be bribed, yes. And usually the man behind that is Adam LaRoche.
High drive, Kelly Johnson into center field. So Johnson, despite the rain shower of men, flies out to center field. And I don't know.
There's the Weather Girls.
So I don't really know what's behind it, but I think we're on to something. Somebody was shucking with him down there. A lot of smiles. Chris Young just had his song. I don't know what it's called, but we get used to hearing it, so I think it was clearly on Kelly. Young pops it up and into the seats. So oh boy.
The jig's up.
I don't know.
Kelly Johnson.
The umpire and the catcher are like, what are you doing?
Oh, and 2 the count. I've lost Gracie, by the way, folks. Sorry. 2-0. San Diego leads it.
I'm sorry about that, folks. Oh, this game is so much fun sometimes. I have a feeling there's your culprit.
You think?
Adam LaRoche. He's probably a little bored the last couple of days with a bad knee. And the good sport is Kelly Johnson.
1-2 the count. That's over the outside corner.
Johnson.
I got to wipe the tears out of my eyes. Umpire's giving it to him, the catcher.
Playing a nice 70s dance beat as he dug in. There's a breaking ball at strike one to Nick Hudley. Or 80s, as you said.
By the Weather Girls.
That one is outside. 1-1 the count. This is between the half inning, by the way.
He's talking with Adrian Johnson, the second base umpire. It's a tap to third base where Mark Reynolds does that just about every single time anymore, doesn't he, Darren Sutton?
Well, he certainly does. And those are the plays, Gracie, if we look back over the span of his young career, well, the miscues occurred.
Gave him problems. You're right.
I mean, the routine ground balls.
The one where you have time to get yourself set and have time to maybe think about bad things. Let those demons creep in as that one's popped up.
Kevin Correa to the right side. Kelly Johnson focuses enough to put that one away. I mean, I would imagine he had to step out of the box. It's one of those Bull Durham moments. All right, get it out of your head. Stop laughing. I'm facing a big league pitcher here.
You got to break up the monotony of a long season.
I think it's wonderful. You've got to be playing a little bit better for that to work, too.
Yeah. And the team is playing better.
Oh, and 1 the count to David Eckstein. David singled back in the first inning. Breaking ball is away. 1-1 the count. Eck battling some calf issues earlier this year. And he hits it in the air. That's where you like it for David Eckstein. He is retired. 1, 2, 3. A nice settle down inning for Ian Kennedy. Can't wait till he hits again. Thinking outside of the box. I'm guessing it's Adam LaRose thinking outside of the box. Just a guess. Now they're back to talking about baseball. We're going to need your help tonight. I mean, this is just...
I think this is too good of an opportunity to pass up, Darren.
This has opened up us not being able to wait until his next at-bat, number one. And number two, we need to know what you think. Email the booth. Click on the Diamondbacks page on foxsportsarizona.com. FoxSportsArizona.com, D-backs page, email the booth. What would be the worst possible walk-up song?
And there is no right and wrong. It's just whatever you think, as that one's ripped by Miguel Montero right back up the box.
Like maybe.
Like my walk-up song was "Black" by Seven Dust, but
okay.
I'm trying to think of Joe West, umpire Joe West. He's got a country CD out. One time when he was the home plate umpire, Gonzo came out to one of his songs on the CD, and
really,
yeah, and we all had a good laugh about it at Joe's expense.
I like that. Mark Reynolds fouls it back. Our Geico quote. Reynolds attacking the baseball. He said on the changes to the ballpark as he fouled this one back, they can have the pitchers throw rolled up socks and move the fence back 50 feet. It doesn't matter. We're still going to come out here and play. If it helps instill confidence in our pitchers, more power to them. What a great response.
Not one that I would probably have, but when you can hit him, I guess, as far as he can, it doesn't matter. He can hit a rolled-up sock
off the scoreboard
500 feet. Yeah.
Exactly right. There it is again.
There it is. It's a great sign. Just need one of them. The Sheriff of Swattingham.
The 1-1. Swinging through it, 1-2 the count. Amica Insurance, home run zone for Mark Reynolds. Isn't it interesting with Mark, though? He's such a unique player. I know I've never covered one like him.
I don't think you ever will again, Darren.
And the excitement that arises when folks start thinking about him. He starts going well. That one's in the dirt. Miggy moves up. Those legs, we were worried about him a couple of days ago. They're just fine. That's a wild pitch.
That takes the double play out of order. Just yank a breaking ball. Hundley can't come up with it. Goes over. Just can't get his body in front of it.
We just got an email.
Uh-oh, what do we got?
Jeremy Favero from Mesa says, Dancing Queen by ABBA. That wouldn't be a good walk-up song.
No, boy, what a successful band that was, though.
That one is belted deep right field. Mark Reynolds did it again. Over the pool. The Fulton Homes Homer, $150 to the Youth Assistance Foundation. Never covered a player like him. Never have.
He's a lot of fun to cover, isn't he? We always talk about that puncher's chance.
Tied it to.
Over the pool by a right-handed hitter. We lead the league in love. And almost lead the league in homers.
Gerardo Parra. You know, don't forget, Grace, he was a couple of days back, as you see Foxmo.
Bam. He knew it right away.
The 1-0 to Parra.
You got to be kidding me. That's a right-handed hitter going 4 rows past the pool. I'll take that ball, please.
That one is up. 1-2 the count. They're going to take it to get autographed by Mark Reynolds.
Which is a great thing they do here at Chase Field.
You catch a home run ball, they will go get an autograph for you.
I think you get some other stuff too, don't you? Some
shot.
Some fun goodies.
Right to David Eckstein. You know, Gracie, too, for Mark, let's not forget, and I know you remember this clearly because we talked about it for a while. Sunday in San Francisco, hit a ball into the deepest part of any ballpark into that air, even though it was a warmer day,
About
into that ocean air.
420 feet away to right center.
That's exactly right, and it was a double. It would have been over the pool here.
Oh, yeah, no question.
So, for me, you think about homers, that would have been another homer in any other ballpark but that one.
I think you just mentioned Dancing Queen by Alba.
Mm-hmm.
Good things start to happen.
The 1-0. That one is belted. Well, you mentioned it that time. That's off the wall. Church racing on around. That's good to see with the slide, Ryan Church. His 13th double of the year. Upton unable to go tonight, so Parra moves to right field. Church, he's one of those guys, Gracie. He'll now get 4 at-bats tonight.
Watch him stay back on the back leg. Drive right through it, over the head of Ryan Ludwig in right field. That ball was scalded. All 4 batters have hit the ball very hard here in the second inning off of Kevin Correa. A single, a double, a long ball, and a line drive to the second baseman.
So now, Ian Kennedy, right down the middle. Well, we are driving our car all over the highway today, as you can feel. And it's, I think, Adam LaRoche's fault. But we'll be glad to hold on to the wheels for you. Who knows where our key to the game is going to go at this point, as that one is a strike. He went around. Of course, the Great Health and Wealth Raffle of 2010, a great fundraiser. They sponsor our key to the game. Oh, it's Dancing Queen. Healthwealthraffle.org.
There it is. Good things happen when you just at the mention of Dancing Queen by ABBA. I think they were a Swedish band, weren't they? Oh, man, I'll bet you. That was part of our future soldiers.
That's exactly right. He had just committed and taken his oath, so we thank him for his service. As Kennedy chases over the top of that one.
And I would imagine that's going to be one of the few dances left before he gets in front of his drill sergeant.
Paul Maxson, by the way, just dropped us a note from Surprise. He said probably not a good idea, and I certainly want to hear it for a ball player. Tiptoe through the tulips.
By Tiny Tim and his ukulele. Very good. That's 2 very good emails. Keep them coming, folks. That's very good. Oh, what a voice Tiny Tim had. Got married on the Tonight Show.
Breaking ball. Here's the strike. Arthur from Phoenix. Now, Arthur, you're going to lose a lot of our young teenage viewers with this thought, because I have a preteen daughter and then a younger daughter. He says anything by Lady Gaga.
Ooh, yeah.
Arthur, you're
I'm with
in trouble.
you, Arthur. I couldn't even tell you much that she sings. Poker Face, right? Doesn't she sing that song?
Seems you do know a song.
So yes, I do know. Got a little help.
He got a little help from ABBA.
Yes, he did.
0-2 the count.
Our kidcaster said he looked like a Lady Gaga guy.
1-2 the count. You know, you do this research and you have, biographies. Kurt Zacher does color codes, all this research. And thanks to Adam LaRoche, we're on a totally different track.
I don't mind the track. I don't mind this avenue. It's fun.
1-2 the count. Stevens spoils a good pitch. Brian, by the way, in Clayton, New Mexico. And we want to thank our loyal New Mexico viewers, wherever you may be. We don't mention them enough. Brian Schomburg says, if you walked up to the theme song from Barney, you wouldn't get a lot of respect.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I do love you, and you love me.
The 1-2.
That's a good one there. That's a good call. That would be a terrible one to come to. Get you all fired up for your at-bat with "Wake me up before you go."
Oh, you're going wham on us. The 2-2 inside with a cut fastball. 3-2 the count. We did have an email earlier that basically said anything that George Michael sings.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Again,
Yeah. Awfully successful career, George Michael.
Richie from Surprise. There he is. He's running camera for us now. Good to have him on board. Richie says, "Believe" from Cher. Shot, it's a foul ball. And Maureen from Chandler says, "Hunka, hunka, burnin' love" from Elvis. Hey, anything.
I kind of like that one.
Elvis is pretty big.
He's the king.
Yeah. The 3-2 flips it up and over the head, but he hauls it in. Tejada with a little bit of a leap. So Stephen Drew, maybe a little bit of bad luck finally. Good luck though.
Oh, there they are.
The dancing queen, Mark Reynolds. He is the key to this game.
We go to the third, all tied at 2. I'm out here at the pool with just a terrific charity that not a lot of people know about. Jody Jackson alongside Jean Baruch. And Jean, you have founded and you're the executive director of Beads of Courage. Tell me a little bit about Beads of Courage. You're wearing some of the beads right now.
Well, we support children that are coping with cancer and other serious illness, and through our core program, the Beads of Courage program, children get different colored beads that symbolize the many treatments and procedures that they go through.
And you got into it because you are a nurse, and tell me about how you founded this organization.
Well, working at the bedside as a pediatric oncology nurse, I recognized that we really needed to honor and acknowledge the many treatments and procedures that they go through. Really, their courage, honoring their courage, and that's what the beads symbolize.
And each bead symbolizes a procedure that the child has gone through, right?
Yes, that's correct. For example, every red bead's a transfusion, every yellow bead's an overnight stay in the hospital, every white bead is for chemotherapy. It becomes a literal visual translation of their treatment journey.
Beads of Courage started in Arizona, but I know it's now 10,000 kids benefit from this throughout the U.S., 70 children's hospitals, including Phoenix Children's Hospital. And you guys are up for a grant, correct? Pepsi Refresh grant, and people can help tonight by texting, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Jody. Thank you very much. Tonight's the last night to vote with the Pepsi Refresh, and we could win $25,000 if we have the right number of votes.
Okay, well, we have the numbers up there because we certainly want our viewers to be able to help. It ends tomorrow night. Text 100217 to Pepsi at 73774. And, Jean, you have a couple thank yous to dole out tonight, right?
Yes, I have a very big thank you out to Thing Client Computing. They've been a very generous donor for the past 2 years supporting our mission.
Just a great organization, kids benefiting from, these are cancer patients and serious illnesses, guys, and just a terrific organization that Jean has.
Great stuff, Jody.
Good, Jody.
Thank you very much, and best of luck.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that is wonderful. Beads of Courage. 2 outs, and well, there they are. That's a great deal. And help them out if you have a chance. Send a text in. A big grant coming their way, they hope. By the way, Adrian Gonzalez, you like him not extending those big paws, don't you?
Stayed right in on his belly button, beat him with a fastball, and popped him up.
He took a breaking ball away earlier and hit it a long way. This is what got him a moment ago.
Fastball in, right above the belt, right off the label of the bat, and that's where you want to try to stay on Adrian if you can.
Change up high in the zone, but a strike nonetheless. 1-2 the count. Now Ludwig doubled. He picked on a fastball and turned it right around back in the first inning. 2-2 the count. Arizona this year ranking in a very respectable spot offensively, but still trying to piece that pitching together. Change up, strike 3. Good inning, solid inning, great cause. Support the Beads of Courage. That's D-backs baseball, brought to you by Sanderson Ford, Arizona's largest Ford dealership, and by Wells Fargo. Together, we'll go far. Rusty Ryle to lead things off, and we await the walk to the plate from Kelly Johnson as he is on deck. As Ryle pops it up, we won't have to wait any longer. Unfortunately, we love it when Rusty gets hits, but he is erased on a pop-up.
Now batting second baseman, Kelly Johnson.
So Kelly digs in. And he takes a pitch that's outside. 1-0 the count.
Go, Cal.
The 1-0. That pitch is low. 2-0 the count. All right, Kelly, hang in there. You're getting a lot of good feedback, by the way, on FoxSportsArizona.com. Emails. Hot shot. Gobbled up. And to the bag. So here is Chris Young. Two outs. Kelly kind of went down to the Matty corner down there, didn't he? That's where Matt Williams
That's
used
where
to
Matt
go
Williams
sit.
used to go stew. Yeah,
I think he's hoping it's over.
It's all fun and games until you're 0 for 2.
I thought I didn't say it. I wanted to let you say it because there's no intent, certainly.
The look back to the dugout like, come on already.
So Chris Young, what a difference a year makes. We are now at the point where he was hitting 190 a season ago with 7 home runs and 28 RBIs. Just off the plate. Anytime the D-backs score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 of the next day. Swings right through that one. Down goes Chris Young. We're tied at 2. We've got a lot of good votes from you, by the way, folks. Like you wouldn't want to walk up to. I love L.A.
Never.
San Diego and Arizona. Don't forget to weigh in tonight. The question, what does the future hold for pitcher Brandon Webb? And you can weigh in not only on Twitter or Facebook or on our website, all 3. You go to our Twitter address, our Facebook address, or our website, FoxSportsArizona.com, and weigh in with your opinion. Brandon Webb threw in the bullpen today. He faced hitters the other day for the first time in almost a year and a half, and Brandon Webb looking to pitch before the end of the season. Weigh in tonight.
Yeah, that's a good question, too. I think folks suddenly are much more intrigued when you see him facing live hitters, though his teammates. And a lot of them, I would imagine, thinking, boy, I wish we could have seen it quite a while ago. But Webb facing live hitters in a simulated game in San Francisco. Velocity up. And so we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the future holds. I think the intrigue comes across. There's frustration that you weren't able to have him for 2 straight seasons.
Right.
But the intrigue comes across with all he has done previous of those 2 straight seasons. Hot shot. Kelly with a dive, unable to get there. Good effort by Kelly. And so Headley is on. I mean, you watched as Brandon Webb came of age, exploded onto the scene, as we can see this one more time.
Just out of the reach of Kelly Johnson. A great effort.
In 04, walked a lot of batters, found himself, and then you call a lot of his games when he found himself.
Oh, man. He developed one of the more devastating change-ups in the game. Well, when he found that one, he became a perennial Cy Young candidate. They play hit and run. It's foul. Is there a play?
Runs out of row.
Double.
2-2 the count. Everything is even. It couldn't be more deadlocked at this point. Hits are even at 4. No errors, and both have stranded a pair. Bouncing ball could be 2. There's Johnson with a flip. Drew on to first. Not in time.
Oh, my goodness. I think the Padres may have gotten a break there. No argument from Rusty Ryle. Let's see what Mike Everett saw. Tough to tell from that.
Like it may have nipped him.
Very close play.
Much like last night's involving Eckstein, incredibly close. Those are the calls, Gracie, where you're going to have one half happy and one half unhappy, no matter what you do. There's the happy man.
I figured they had one coming.
Breaking ball, a high strike. 1-1 the count. Pretty good speed out there when you're looking at Venable. He's got 25 bags swiped. San Diego has 108 stolen bases, ranking second to the New York Mets in the National League. They haven't stolen a single base in their last 5 games. Speed game's gone. Offense is quieted down.
Well, they just haven't had many base runners. They had a few last night. Joe Saunders was erasing them with double play balls. Well, they were behind. They've been behind pretty much for those 5 straight games. By a lot.
Ian Kennedy, I should say, sorry about that, has done a nice job this year, though. 9 stolen bases against, 5 thrown out. So with Ian on the mound, that's a 36% success rate.
Which is very good.
Very, very good. And he's done it throughout his career at about that clip. League average now is 27. Breaking ball, a dandy. 1-2.
Denorfia has seen a wheelbarrow full of breaking balls so far this evening. He struck out his first at bat. He sits 1-2 here.
Two and 2 the count. Yikes, what's going on at Wrigley Field?
They're taking a pounding at the expense of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm sorry. At the hands of the Pittsburgh Pirates. 14-2, Darren Sutton. What is going on?
St. Louis lost again.
St. Louis can't score.
They were shut out by Houston. I think that's Wandy Rodriguez. It was. The Reds now have a 7-game lead on St. Louis.
My goodness gracious.
Pretty good pitch. It's low. 3-2 the count. Cincinnati beat up Milwaukee tonight 8-4. They're done.
Well, tell you what, St. Louis is going away without even a whimper.
There goes the runner. Throw down. Tag. Just got in there. Norfia goes down on a changeup.
There's the stolen base that hasn't been around for the Padres. Trying to get the strike him out, throw him out. There's the strike him out. Then the throw from Montero bounces. The glove of Kelly Johnson comes up just enough for Venable to get the hand in there. And that's a good call.
A nice play by Kelly, though.
Sure was.
Really made it close. And remember, Montero was throwing a changeup there. That one misses away to Nick Hundley out of the University of Arizona.
You're going to take a chance and pitch to Hundley, evidently, with the pitcher on deck and a base open. If you do retire Hundley, well, then the pitcher leads off the next inning, and that's always something you want. But it's also very risky here in a 2-2 ball game. A couple of breaking balls have missed to go to 2-0.
Hundley starting to hit a little bit more in his last 6 games, hitting in 5 of them. And a mini 3-game hitting streak. As that one is belted center field. They went after him. Young on the move. It's up and over off the wall. So they did attack with the pitcher on deck, Nick Hundley, and he makes him pay.
Boy, that is exactly what the Padres needed. A lot of hitters take that as being disrespected. Hundley did exactly what somebody that feels disrespected does, and that's hit the ball very hard on a hanging changeup off that center field wall. Boy, that is a huge play and a huge mistake there by Ian Kennedy. He wasn't trying to hang it, he was trying to bounce it.
Oh, and 1 the count. But it's risky, and we talk about it a lot.
It's that risk reward.
The pitch around. Well, the pitch around, too, if in fact you're going to see if he'll chase.
Yeah.
You got to execute.
I was pitching around it. Well, you really didn't, because you couldn't have hung a breaking ball more in the middle of the plate belt high. Go ahead and put 4 fingers up if you're going to pitch around it. Guy pretty close to you has that theory, doesn't he? Your father, one of the best of all time.
Has always believed in that. And it's tougher with a guy, and to be fair to Ian, that's made only 38 big league starts. Good fastball. He blows him away, but you can bet he's ticked off with himself. A base open. Made a mistake to the catcher, Nick Hundley, who is hitting .238, and San Diego leads it. Our AT&T trivia question. Name the 5 numbers retired by the San Diego Padres franchise. The 5 numbers retired by the Padres.
I know one. The number 19.
19.
That's Tony Gwynn.
And obviously, for every Major League club, the number 42 is retired for Jackie Robinson in honor of the baseball legend. Changed the game, changed our country and the world in which we live.
I would imagine number 31. That's Dave Winfield.
Dave Winfield.
All right.
Oh, you bet.
Probably a San Diego State guy himself.
Now, one of them retired we saw the other day. Give you a hint, folks. We saw him the other day at a Giants game in San Francisco, and he was wearing a Giants hat, and it stunned us.
I'm still upset about it.
We'll just share that little tidbit with you and see if you can remember. 1-1 the count. On Miguel Montero. The 1-1. Breaking ball hit hard out to Adrian Gonzalez to the bag. And in time for the out. Quest high-speed internet, high-speed pitch. Both of these pitchers certainly not known for being overpowering, but have enough in those arms to get 92 miles an hour. Mark Reynolds, since the 26th day of August, 5 days ago, has 7 hits. And of his last 7 hits, 5 have been homers. And I'll tell you this, that number should be 6 because of the ball he hit to right center field in San Francisco. And he's got 12 RBIs in that time. 2 times, 30 home runs as a Diamondback. And then the list starts getting shorter of Diamondbacks that have gone up and over that back-to-back mark, as that one is low. It's, as a matter of fact, very short. Mark Reynolds is joined by Gonzo and Steve Finley.
Pretty good company.
Those are D-back sluggers. I'll say good company. Big swing, and he fouls it off. This is earlier.
That's just so far for a right-handed hitter to hit a ball to right center field. What's going on here? Tim McClellan, Nick Hundley.
It's
laughing
friendly.
about something.
Hundley must have tweaked something. Hundley must have tweaked something because he was.
Yeah, I think the foul tip might have got him.
One and two, the count. We won't show the replay because we were told that some of you men may be uncomfortable. Just all you young catchers out there, make sure you wear that protective equipment. All of it. Swings and he misses. He goes down on a breaking ball.
Well, don't be upset about that recent strikeout because you can bring the kids to D-backs Astros game this Sunday at Chase Field. The first 5,000 kids will get a Mark Reynolds growth chart, courtesy of Arizona Milk Producers. For tickets, call 602-462-4794 or log on to dbacks.com/giveaways. You just stand right next to it and you homer.
That was that may be your best read since we've worked together.
Wow.
I mean, I'm putting
You sound surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm saying it's your best. I am surprised sometimes. But that was a beautiful lead-in.
Oh, it was. I am quite the wordsmith.
Don't be depressed about that recent strikeout. I love it.
Because you can get a Mark Reynolds growth chart. All you got to do is come to the Astros D-backs game this Sunday.
I kind of started the cart machine again, huh?
Yes, you did.
2-0 the count to Gerardo Parra.
Hardy on a fastball there down the middle.
I'm going to rank that as your top. That's your top read since we've worked together.
Not
yes,
near
it
as
is.
good as my Kachiko reads.
Guys in the truck, top read? Oh, I guess not. The 2-1. 2-2 the count. By the way,
I think the folks in the truck just like gonging me.
we have some good votes, by the way, for worst walk-up songs. We know you're sending them in.
We need to hear a few more.
Adam from Las Cruces, New Mexico says if you walked up to All Out of Love by Air Supply, that wouldn't be a...
Ooh, yes.
And Brad in Scottsdale says Muskrat Love. It's a good song.
The Captain and Tennille.
But not a good walk-up song.
Tony Tennille's kind of hot.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Told lives up in Sedona. So might be looking on. The 2-2.
Hello, Tony Tennille. I'm sure you're still hot.
Robert from... Uh-oh. That'll give us time to read a few more. Robert from Charlotte says the Right Said Fred song, I'm Too Sexy for My Whatever.
Sure. Yes.
That's he said that wouldn't be a good song to walk up to. And Matt from Phoenix says The Lady in Red, the fine romance song, The Lady in Red.
By Simply Red.
Breaking Ball, he did not go around.
Yeah, that wouldn't really get you all fired up to hit either, would it?
Chris and Tim and Chandler say Loving You by Minnie Riperton.
Oh, yes. Beautiful ballad by Minnie Riperton.
The 3-2 is outside.
Oh, man.
Well, folks.
Rest in peace, Minnie.
Don't forget, we look forward to seeing you out at the interactive kiosk near Section 111 here at Chase Field. It's Kachinko. Mike seeing a big prize won out there. And it's brought to you by our good friends with Gila River Casinos. Stop by here on the next homestand. We'll be out there calling a game from that area. Here's Ryan Church.
Oh, my goodness. Do it, son. That's a big league hot dog right there.
That's going to a ball game, isn't it? That's going to a ball game.
That's what you do. Get it on your face. There you go. They got lots of napkins here at Chase Field. Get you a big old hot dog. Put all the fixings on there like that.
You always talk about it. Bring a date, bring a buddy, but bring your appetite, too.
Got great food here. Got great value. Oh, he's got a buddy going right there with him. Looks like he's got the kraut and the mustard. I think the fella in blue, he just kind of went all of the above on his hot dog. That's making me hungry. Wow.
See you at the ballpark, folks.
And a frosty cold beverage to go with it. That's enjoying a ball game. What do you like on your hot dogs, Darren?
Those look like what I like right there. Mustard, kraut, onions, peppers. Fastball over the outside corner. And I like enjoying them at a ball game. David Eckstein to lead things off against Ian Kennedy. Right down the heart of the plate. 0-1 the count. David singled and fly to center field. Broke his bat. Lazy pop up.
Waiting in the wings.
All right. What we got, Darren?
Yeah, this first baseman is worthy of mention. It has been a while since we've seen him. It's brought to you by Nissan. May see him at some point in September. 25 home runs, 85 RBIs for Brandon Allen. Congratulations on a fine season.
That's a good season. Hey!
Waiting in the wings.
I wasn't expecting a double dose of your deep voice there.
Waiting in the wings.
Oh, I can't get enough of that, Darren. Yeah, but I have. Stop.
Great partnership with Nissan. They sponsored that all month long.
Great job.
The 0-1. Tejada, fly ball right, long run, Barstow coming, diving play!
Now let's hope he's okay. Rolled over on his shoulder. I think he's going to be okay. What a great play by Gerardo Park. Standing ovation from these D-back fans. Even out in Uptown. He's a guest out in Uptown tonight. They love an effort like this. The dive, it looks like he lands right on his chest. Maybe that right shoulder, but he makes a great play. To rob Tejada of extra bases. Oh, what a great catch. That's what you love to see when you're a bunch of games out of first place. You're playing the first place team and you get effort like that, Darren Sutton.
Plays like that, they don't always feel so good, but he'll lay that pillow down on his head tonight and make sure he can breathe. I think he knocked the wind out of himself, too.
Right.
And be proud, certainly, of his effort as that one is outside. 2-0 the count. So when he walks up to hit next time after a play like that, Jason from Fountain Hill says, don't play Macarena.
Don't play Macarena, okay.
That's not a good walk-up song. Monica from Chandler doesn't like the chicken dance as a walk-up song.
You know what? I'm right there with it. I don't like it either.
At a wedding, it's fun.
Yeah, when you've had a few.
In the stands, maybe in the 6th inning at some point. They do it in Milwaukee a lot.
Yeah, they do. It's terrible.
All right.
But that's what oh, dear.
A mile high, deep right field. Parr going back. He's got it. He's got it.
That one wasn't much easier.
Ooh, boy.
Hey, Macarena. Ah.
Wow. Gerardo Parr with a fabulous play. And just a moment ago, stand up at home and do the chicken dance for that one. As we welcome you back, San Diego on top. Ian Kennedy gets it going, swings through a sinking fastball. 0-1 the count. Ian with a bat in his hand, 7 of 46 now. As that one is away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Right there, 1-2 the count. Scott from Ahwatukee said it probably wouldn't be good to walk up and hit in the big leagues to Feelings by Albert Morris.
That's a very good one.
The 1-2. That one is low. By the way, the reason this came up, and we're assuming that you folks don't watch the whole game, some of you just joined us a moment ago. Kelly Johnson, on a practical joke that was played on him, we think by Adam LaRoche, but we're not sure, has walked up to hit twice to the song It's Raining Men here in the ballpark.
The Weather Girls.
That one is low. And so you folks are visiting FoxSportsArizona.com, and you're having some fun with us tonight.
It's been very comical tonight.
Mentioning the songs that, well, you don't think would be, what, very big league, right?
Yeah. Maybe below average songs to come up to.
They're big. Some of them are big league songs, but
they were big hits.
The 3-2.
Oh man,
that's how you start it.
Ian Kennedy. The only thing more excited about Ian Kennedy drawing that walk is bring a group of 6 or more to the ballpark and enjoy the game from a D-backs bullpen suite for just $99 per person. Bullpen suites are designed for intimate gatherings, complete with a lounge area, comfortable seating, and a great view of the ballpark. The best part is that each ticket comes with $20 in food and merchandise credit. Call 602-462-4794 and ask for the bullpen suite or log on to dbacks.com.
Love the bullpen suites.
Not as good a segue?
Yeah, he took a step back that time.
I'm sorry.
Love the idea of the suites, though. Hot shot there. Steven, he's back. You know you can't keep him down for long. So Drew with a single. He is 1 of 3. We have shared with you how red hot he is. But Steven now in his last 7 games has 16 hits.
Well, I am looking so forward to getting together with him before a game in Cincinnati, having a piping hot bowl of chili together.
There it is. Chili with Steven.
There it is. Chili with Steven. Skyline Chili in Cincinnati. Even got us a candle. We're going to put this little candle.
Oh, you did bring it.
Yeah, I brought a little candle for us. So, Chili with Steven, the world premiere.
And we'll continue to make sure that he's on board.
Ever since we started talking about it, I'm a believer. Chili with Steven.
Here's Rusty Rye.
Swinging or bunting here, Darren Sutton?
Bunting.
I'm swinging.
And so is he, because he never showed it. He took a slider, 0-1 the count. Why?
Because it's the 5th inning.
Okay.
You still got 15 more outs left. Did you notice the pause? I had to count them.
That's all right. 0-1 the count. Weil has singled. He has popped up.
Big rip at that one. What you want, though, is some contact here. Home runs are fun, and they're sexy. Right now, you just need some contact. Even a productive out would be just fine. Maybe a deep fly ball or even a slow roller somewhere.
Kelly waits on deck. You saw him a moment ago. 0-2. Boy, nice job.
Came up with it cleanly, did Nick Hundley, on that errant slider.
Throw this out there for you, Gracie. When you're sitting up here in the booth, Kevin Correa, and he throws 5 different pitches, a lot of them look the same.
There's not a whole lot of off speed to it. Fastballs in the high 80s to low 90s. Sliders, not much slower than that.
Changeups,
yeah, not much slower than that. Everything's pretty hard.
He He does occasionally throw a slow curveball, and there it is. That's the only one he throws right there, and he throws that only about 1 out of every 10 pitches. That essentially, for me, even though he throws a changeup, that serves as his changeup, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's really his only pitch that's quote-unquote off speed. Maybe 10 miles an hour less than his fastball.
Down 3-2. Trying to scrap and scrape and get this game tied up, maybe even grab the lead. Bouncing ball. There's one. Good hard slide. Gonzalez couldn't hold on.
Good hard slide there from Stephen Drew to get the ball into the dirt on the turn for next time. This is more like it for Kelly Johnson.
My guess is that's his walk-up song. And there's a runner on first and third, and they've gotten him good. But this is hitting time now.
That's exactly right. And can't reiterate enough. A really good job by Stephen Drew going in hard at second base, forcing an errant throw. Gonzalez couldn't come up with it. Hence, a productive out off the bat of Rusty Ryle.
That one is away. A lot of that because Drew's an understated person, not a big, loud guy. A lot of this goes overlooked. Good, hard, and clean. Did he on the breaking ball?
I don't believe he did. Neither did the umpires. 2-0.
They out there, Headley wanted a little bit of help on that one.
Well, it's kind of getting into that situation where these Padres probably a little bit high-strung, Darren Sutton. They've lost 5 in a row. They're still sitting in first place, but they're looking for all the help they can get right now to defeat these Diamondbacks. It's 3-0 now on hard hitting Kelly Johnson. That's not very good right there. Those numbers aren't very good at all. You want it to be about 13 or 14 out of 18. Oh, he got turned loose 3-0, fouled it back.
Put an aggressive pass in the baseball, but didn't square it up. Three runs, 5 hits for San Diego. 2 runs, 5 hits for Arizona. First and third, Correa wheels and deals. That one is low. What a take. I mean, a tempting cut fastball, bottom part of the strike zone. And Kelly Johnson, whose on base percentage is .370, is on again.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take, but really didn't even offer at it at all, Darren. Just took it like he knew it was coming. Now the bases are loaded for your cleanup hitter, Chris Young.
Young has struck out twice. He has struck out looking. He has struck out swinging. Best bullpen in baseball starting to become active. That San Diego bullpen. Young, a .270 career hitter. .270 against Correa. He's homered 4 times against him in 39 at-bats. Line drive, base hit, left field. They're going to stop the runner at third. The throw to the plate, cut off on a hop. We're tied at 3. Chris Young did not wait around.
First pitch slider stays up. Bang! Right into left field it goes. I think Buddy Black has seen enough. Ever Correa, another short outing against the Diamondbacks. That looks like the last pitch he's going to throw. He's going to leave as we speak with the bases loaded. Chris Young comes through again.
San Diego had that huge finish last year. Arizona maybe in the middle of a bit of a team transformation. Chris Young has 21 RBIs in his 19 at-bats with the bases loaded this year. This is a club right now that ranks 10th, or I should say 5th in the National League. Out of 16 teams in runs scored, they rank 5th. Joe Thatcher, look at that microscopic ERA.
He just has decided this year that he's just going to get every single hitter out. What a season. Last day of August, and you're sitting on a 1.27 ERA.
Miggy drives it down the line, slicing away into the corner. Air ball! Up and over the wall. That is a huge break for the San Diego Padres. Miguel Montero played some pair. He played some pair with that one. He didn't wait around either. First pitch he saw from the left-hander, smoked it off the left field wall. Wow, 5-3.
It doesn't matter what kind of music you're playing. This is winning music so far. Miguel Montero takes that cut fastball, rifles it right down the line, just inches fair. And it bounces into the bullpen. That ends up costing the Diamondbacks a run because Chris Young would have scored easily. They're going to intentionally walk Mark Reynolds. I can't say I blame him. But how about Miguel Montero? Another big hit here this evening. Start to pile those up.
Well, and that right there, and if you're new to the show, you will learn. Otherwise, you've heard us say it 1,000 times. Well, look at the hitting coach smiling. That's a great shot. That is Miggy in a nutshell when he is right. That's why he can handle left-handers when he's right. He has no problem. As a matter of fact, he's more dangerous that way than pulling the ball.
I think so. I think he's a much better hitter when he's going up the middle and the other way. Now, can he pull the ball? And do you need to be able to pull the ball? Sure you do. Of course you do. But that's when he's right, when he's driving the ball up the middle and the other way.
For some reason with Miguel, pulling the baseball at times can tie to over-aggression.
I agree with you.
So the bases are loaded for Gerardo Parra. Well, how about that? 6 of 13. A 3-run 5th inning. Joe Thatcher debates that sign and says, well, I do think lefties rule. The pitcher. 0-1 the count. Parra has had a tough time against southpaws. Let's see if he can hang in there with that shoulder.
It all starts with strikes. You have to get strikes. He chased a pitch out of the zone for a strike one. Now he's down 0-2. Now he's got a battle.
Padres starting pitchers have allowed 6 or more runs in 11 total starts, and they're almost there again. 3 times in their last 10 games. They're just showing a little bit of wear right now in their tires. And by no means sitting up here in this seat do either one of us think that they're in big, big trouble. Rounding right back through the box. Into center field. It's a base hit. Young comes on down. So does his mate Montero. A lefty on lefty and another hit. Joe Thatcher, who had not been touched by anyone this year, gets torched by a couple of guys that hit from that side of the batter's box.
That's a great job of hitting by Gerardo Parra, especially 2 strike hitting. Not being a strikeout, putting the ball in play. When they're playing double play depth, you don't have to hit it all that hard. Just doing that, putting it in play, finding a hole. That's 2 RBIs for Gerardo Parra. Just surviving up there. That's what you like to see.
The 9th and 10th hits allowed by Thatcher this year to left-handed batters. The 9th and 10th hits allowed. He's been healthy all season. Lefties came in hitting 160 against him.
Boy, good things happen when you put the ball in play. Big old sweeping breaking ball from Thatcher. Throwing across his body. Everything flying at you. That just can't be easy. And it's taco time, Darren Sutton. They're dancing in the streets.
That's always a good thing.
Man, it's been a great taco week.
That one is pop foul.
I was chasing those tacos all night, my racing character.
Oh, I saw that
last night.
Just another terrible racing legends race for you.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I've got my 2 daughters. They're faking illness to not have to go to school. They're so embarrassed with what your legend has done.
They're getting it too? Your children are... Yeah. Poor Jackson and Preston.
The 0-2. Outside, 1-2 the count. This is...
There I am.
In this case, the taco, but the tacos changed directions, and so is Mark Grace.
I do love tacos.
Well, we've got some tomorrow.
0 for 31. 0 for 31. Man, I stink. I mean, most of the time you go 0 for 31, you're sent to the minors. I mean, you're just sent to the minors. Or just flat out released.
I'll be honest with you. I've started sending my resume tape out.
Have you?
I'm looking to get out. Not because of Arizona. I love this organization. I can't have it for much longer.
I can't say I blame you, Darren.
I mean, opposing broadcasters, they mock me.
I owe everybody out there an apology.
And I will not be mocked. The 2-2. Big breaking ball. Didn't get the corner. That was an almost, but he didn't get it.
It just buckled the knees of Ryan Church. He almost fell down trying not to swing at it.
I'll tell you what, I can see why he has been so tough. When that pitch is right, it goes from dugout to dugout.
It really does. He's coming from the foul pole. John Candelaria used to do that to you.
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
Nightmares about him. Gas.
Gets him with that's the fastball. Candyman also, if you were diving, he'd hit you in the neck, too.
Oh, yeah. He was just such a varmint that he'd put one right between your 1 and your 7. I think he'd aim right for your shoulder blades.
Well, here is Ian Kennedy, or IPK, as Gracie calls him.
It's one of the better nicknames. I like it. He started this inning with a leadoff walk. So the D-backs have batted around.
In front of Stephen Drew's, I believe, 3-run homer the last time he pitched, Kennedy had a big walk as well.
Yes, he did.
It's a good thing when you're a starting pitcher and you hit twice in an inning. That one is low. 2-0 the count. Arizona in their last 5 games coming into tonight, hitting .306, slugging .552, averaging 8.4 runs per game. Last 5 coming into tonight. Maybe telling him, take one. He didn't. He rolls it. Well, what an inning for Arizona. 5 runners cross the plate. Miguel Montero, beautiful attack on the baseball. Chris Young with the bases loaded. Gerardo Parra as well.
out, and then the ASU cheerleaders. They got me.
Golly.
They got me. Oh, man. I got distracted by the cheering squad from the Sun Devils. Oh, man. That's okay. I'm all right with that. Those lovely, beautiful ladies. As a matter of fact, I had to let everybody know how proud I was of my terrible racer.
But Chaz Roberts, cool play.
That I can live with. Chasing tacos.
Yep.
That's a lot more big league. I hope my racing legend got her number.
That one is rolled foul. You know, in the day and age of, you know, sitting kids in the corner and having timeouts, you know, winning is all that matters. We've lost focus on winning.
Yeah, but
commercials where kids are excited because they get pizza after a loss.
Yeah, but Darren, you have to understand, I was one of those guys that never had a date with a cheerleader.
Okay.
So,
Amica
I'm very
Insurance
proud.
hit zone. Amica Insurance brings it to us. Basically, the family doesn't want to move, but you got to start winning, man.
Have to head back to Milwaukee.
I don't know.
Hamtramck maybe in Michigan.
Whoever will take me.
I promise.
Soon?
To make you proud of me soon.
The 2-2. They do have good food in Hamtramck, though.
Oh,
boy, you're talking.
Good Polish food.
I don't think Milwaukee would let me back, but good suggestion. 3-2.
Interesting inning here for Kennedy.
Because of the 2 at-bats and the running the bases? And
I don't think he really had to run the bases. He kind of was out there going station to station. But just now he's got a lead. For the first time tonight, he's got a lead. He's pitching with a 4-run lead. Boy, did he pitch with a lead very well his last start.
Three and 2 the count. We're talking about that Diamondbacks offense. And you can look it up as he is. They rank 5th in the National League in runs scored. 5th.
That's awesome.
That one is belted down the line. For a little bit more perspective, Gracie, how about this? In the franchise's history, only 4 seasons have the D-backs finished in the top 5 in National League in runs.
Okay.
99.
They won the division.
01.
World Series year.
02.
Won the division.
And this year.
Isn't that amazing? That one got a big bite out of Miguel Montero's feet.
He's pretty explosive offense, and it emphasizes the need for a solid bullpen.
But also, I think, Darren, and I don't know if you'll agree with me or not, but it's been how they've scored those runs this year. They've scored them in bunches.
Yes.
Wouldn't you say? They've been a very hot and cold ball club. A lot of stretches where they couldn't buy a run. How much does a run cost? And yet, stretches like we're seeing now where guys are hot like Drew Reynolds.
Good pitch as he fouls that one off.
Ludwig putting a good at-bat right now on Ian Kennedy.
Now in 04, I was announcing in Milwaukee. You were here. It was your first year.
Yes.
They were 16th in runs scored that year, that 04 club.
Yeah, that was not a good ball club. That was a tough year to come up to the booth.
Didn't get the call.
Goodness.
He thought he had gotten it, and McClellan's delivered and calling. So I think everyone thought he would be straightening up to call strike 3. Let's see.
Let's see. What do you think at home? Oh, baby. Must have just been a fraction outside. So a base runner for the Pods here in the 6th.
Bouncing ball. Kelly Johnson from his backside. Fine play. Rusty digs it out. What a play by the Diamondback second baseman. Ball was smoked.
Really a nice play, as you said. Kind of sprawling to his left and from his wallet. Couple of hops over the Rusty Ryle. That is a nice play. Try to keep him out of the big inning. He didn't try to do the heroic thing and try to get the force play at second. He just took the sure out. Still takes a base hit to score the run.
One final thought on the offense and the rankings with the runs. How pitching obviously balances things out. The Padres are 11th this year in runs scored. 11th. And in 07, when Arizona went to the playoffs, a couple of hot games away from going to the World Series, should they have won 4 against the Rockies, as that's a change up. In 07, Arizona was 14th in runs scored. So there are different ways, certainly, to skin a cat. It's just that this club this year, they're scoring some runs.
In bunches.
Hard to argue with that. The 1-1. Bouncing ball, Kelly there again. And another one that was not just easily rolled out there to him. Our AT&T trivia question answered, talking numbers. The 5 retired. We were talking about that gentleman wearing a Giants hat the other day, number 6.
Steve Garvey.
Steve Garvey was wearing one, and Randy Jones. That's a good one.
How many years did Steve Garvey spend in San Diego? I'm just still shocked that they retired his uniform.
Just a couple of seasons, I'm guessing. I mean, he was a huge part.
He got the big home run against the Cubs in the playoffs.
You bet.
Man.
Breaking ball, Kelly with another chance to dive up with it, the throw! Got him! Buddy Black coming on out to argue again. You play whatever song you want, says Kelly Johnson. Race is really frustrating. I think those two things came together. And here's the play first.
Well, just a fabulous play. Diving to his right by Kelly Johnson. That's the 3rd time he's had to sprawl this inning. And then watch how close the play is at first. Safe or out. It's just so tough to tell.
Wow.
That's how close that play is. My goodness. And Bud Black, he didn't like the call. And, well, guess what? Gone.
Frustrated. Maybe a little bit of intent for Buddy. Because last night, Mike Everett kept an eye on David Eckstein when he was hot. Almost counseled David as David was upset with Tim McClellan, who was the first base umpire. Ted Simmons, who aspires to be a manager as early as next season, takes over here and runs the ship. managerial opening. Mr. Simmons, and deservedly so, is very interested in the opportunity.
Good baseball man, Ted Simmons. No nonsense baseball man.
No nonsense. As that one sails up and away. In the last 24 hours, we have had 3 plays that were so close it's laughable. You advocates of instant replay, should you have a play like that one a moment ago, what would you rule?
It's so close that you can't really say he missed it, and you can't really say he got it right. You just, whatever he calls, he's right.
3-1 the count. The 3-1. 3-2. By the way, Mr. Simmons, who is manning the ship over there, many debate could be a Hall of Famer as a catcher. He is getting his opportunity to manage the Peoria Club in the Arizona Fall League this year. Teams from the Padres, the Rays, the Reds, the Twins, and the White Sox. So congrats to Teddy for that. Swinging right through it. That's strike 3. Drew goes down on strike.
I think Sumba, if it doesn't happen soon, he's going to find something else to do.
I think he may just go home and scout.
Yeah, he's waited far more than his fair share. Ted Simmons going to make his first move tonight. He's going to remove Joe Thatcher. He's going to make a double switch as well.
Simbo make a call to the bullpen, part of a double switch. Hairston to left will reset the situation when we come back. About it, Mark Reynolds with a 2-run homer in the second inning. This is our Blimpie game summary. Chris Young, bases loaded. He's had a huge year with the bases loaded. Miguel Montero letting it travel deep and driving it deep, plating a pair. Eduardo Parra right behind him doing the very same thing. And so the Diamondbacks with a 5-run 5th inning, our Blimpie game summary. As Frieri goes to work, the right-hander. Scott Hairston comes on. He now bats in the 9 slot for San Diego. The pitcher spot is in the 7 hole if you're keeping score at home with us. And a good lively fastball. 0-2 the count. A quick reminder about this young man. Ernesto Frieri, 21 appearances this year. Opponents don't do much against him. Sub 200 batting average.
Right now, Rusty Rao's got to turn up the dial a little bit. He's gotten 2 fastballs blown by him. Just able to get a piece of that one.
0-2 the count. I've got some great emails. FoxSportsArizona.com on walk-up songs that wouldn't be very big league, as Kelly Johnson was walked up to the disco song It's Raining Men twice earlier tonight. Breaking ball, that's strike 3.
What would be your song you would want to walk up to if you had a choice, Jerry?
I tell you, Thunderstruck's pretty darn good. I keep thinking about that one.
I know you're a big fan of 80s music. I know you like Oingo Boingo. A very good band.
And maybe Only a Lad.
Only a Lad.
Only a Lad.
It's a good band. It's a good song. Now, what would be one that you would be, oh my gosh.
Boy, any ballad. Ballads just don't work for walk-up songs. How about, like, I wouldn't be comfortable with It's Howdy Doody Time, the theme from the Howdy Doody show, like Russ from Snowflake sent in. You know, it's ladies and gentlemen now batting. Darren Sutton, it's Howdy Doody Time.
Well, that wouldn't be very big league. You're right.
So I don't think I'd be comfortable with that one. How about you? What would pick another walk-up song? You had your good one and a very good one. Is there another that might jump out to you?
It's ball four to Kelly Johnson. Well, I liked. I kind of like the heavier stuff. You know, the rock and roll stuff. Let's see. I would probably go with.
And you wanted a swirl? Swirl? Yes, please.
All the Disney girls.
Probably something like probably something like "Sad but True" by Metallica.
See, I might go with something from the Out of the Cellar album by Rat. There were some good songs on that one.
Rat and Roll.
Mm-hmm. Probably Beauty School Dropout would not be a good one.
No, probably not.
That's Megan Graphics sent that one in, or an email.
Meg, good call.
Mark and Mesa said wouldn't be very big league to walk up to Donny Osmond's Puppy Love.
That's a very good one. I like that one.
The 1-0 outside. And Bill and Goodyear, I think, was right on the money. And it's not because it's a ballad or it's maybe a disco song. It just is a song you don't want. Bill and Goodyear, his song, Foreigner, Cold as Ice.
Oh, good point.
It's a great song, but you wouldn't want to
point.
have the speakers telling you, you're as cold as ice.
Yeah, you don't want anybody knowing that secret. That's very true.
That you're 2 for 40.
Yeah.
As that one bounces in there.
Or like that Beatles song, I'm a loser.
Oh, yeah.
Now, that's what my racing guy would probably come up to.
I can not talk about him. 3-0 the count. Taking all the way. There's a strike. Of course, Alfonso and Gilbert said, I don't know if it'd be scary to walk up to T for 2, the Lawrence Welk show theme.
Yeah, you're not going to strike fear into anybody with that. Or the bubbles.
3-1. 3-2 over the outside corner. And Greg in Memphis, Tennessee said the pitchers wouldn't have their knees knocking if you, walked up to the theme from Gilligan's Island.
That's true.
Poor Kelly Johnson.
That is quite funny, though.
Chases away. Young goes down on strikes. The bullpen struck out the side. Kelly's just fine, thank you very much.
Puppy love.
Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Blimpie. Try our new lighter stuff menu with 6 healthy choices under 400 calories. You know that's how Beanie Wells stays in shape. Blimpie, America's sub shop. Best high-speed internet, blazing fast speeds, and won't burn up your wallet. And finally, your Valley Hyundai dealers. Time now for the 7th inning stretch your dollar. Visit valleyhyundaidealers.com. As we welcome you back. Thanks for spending your evening with us. Jody Jackson, Mark Grace, my name is Darren Sutton, Todd Walsh, Joe Borowski. We appreciate you inviting us into your living room this evening. As that one is over the inside corner, and we all trust and hope that to this point your week has been a good one. A couple of days in. A young man getting to go to a ball game on a school night. That's always a fun treat, isn't it?
Doggone right. Even if you are a Padre fan.
It's all right.
I think the Padres have probably garnered quite a few new fans this year, and deservedly so. They've done a heck of a job. This is a very good ball club.
That one sails away. Hi, guys. We're glad to have you at the ballpark as well. Running out of time to come and hang out with mom or dad or your buddies at the ball game. We're getting to where tomorrow is the first day of September.
How about that?
Can you believe that? Hot shot. Down. That one will rattle around. I'll swing on in with a double. Well, the funny thing about these Arizona Diamondbacks, it's been the last 2 days against San Diego, is they have pieced together 12 solid innings. 12. Outside of the first inning. I mean, that is just the 9th hit allowed in 12 innings after the first inning. Saunders, Kennedy, both have combined to give up 4 runs, 7 hits, and 3 extra base hits. There's something to that, Gracie.
Yeah, and you talk about Joe Saunders, like, oh my gosh, he gave up 10 hits. Well, he scattered 10 hits. Yeah, 4 of them were in the first inning. The next 7 innings, okay, now he scattered 6 hits. So, hence his success.
Hairston, who came on as part of that double switch, picks on a breaking ball, hits a fly ball to left.
So an unproductive out there off the bat for Scott Hairston. A quick 1 pitch out, and that's what Ian Kennedy's wanting. Only 86 pitches. He's been pretty economical, Darren.
Good shot there of Joe Saunders and Daniel Hudson. DJ Adam behind him. Adam, come to a party near you and spin some tunes.
Weather Girls.
Do we think he was the one? You've got a good baseball instinct.
I have a feeling it was him, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a feeling. I'm not saying for sure.
Fastball up and away.
Because he's got, even though he's a quiet man, he's got that fun, silly sense of humor side to himself. And he likes to pick on Kelly Johnson.
Yes, he does.
That's what makes me think. Kelly Johnson's usually his whipping boy. They've spent time in Atlanta together.
To the right side, base hit. So runners are on first to third. If you missed it, here's what we're talking about earlier with Kelly.
Kelly Johnson.
I'm sorry, I can't get enough of that. That is funny. And just the look on Kelly Johnson's face. Like, okay.
What a great sport. I tell you, you learn, you folks at home, and your workplace may be the same. You never know. But you better not be thin-skinned and be in the big league locker room.
Not at all.
Here's Norberto and Boyer.
Better check your ego at the door.
Oh. Those two have done a nice job as a double play combo this year.
Had to get to know each other in spring training. They're a pretty good combination. Offensively and defensively.
All right, Miguel Tejada. Now back to the task at hand, the turning point in the game. Breaking ball, ground ball. Look out over there. Hunley had the jackknife out of the way. David Eckstein, by the way, 2 for 4 tonight, quietly trying to do his part. Runners are on first and third. 90 pitches. We showed you the bullpen. It's rolling now. Breaking ball.
Boy, he hung that one. Got away with it, though. They're not mistakes when you get away with them.
For the Padres, 7 hits. For the Diamondbacks, 8. Here's that.
Watch Tejada. Golly, how do I miss that?
Isn't that how it works? You just missed that one, and it's 0-2. Fastball, strike 3.
Beautiful fastball. You don't even call that a sequence, but what a sequence he just put on Miguel Tejada. The fastball right to the outside corner. Tejada had to be looking off speed. And Tim McClellan methodically rings it up.
So as you have always reminded in the 4 years I've worked with you, it wasn't that wicked fastball that painted the outside.
That struck him out. That was the that's going to strike out anybody. But the pitch before, that hanging breaking ball that you did nothing with, that led to the strikeout.
Uh-oh, lifted to left, going back on it. But there to make the play is Ryan Church. Time to stand up and stretch him out. It's the 7th inning stretch, brought to you by your Valley Hyundai dealers. Bucks Diamondbacks live immediately following this ball game. By the way, they'll be focusing on this game, which has been wild. Your pick for Player of the Month for the Diamondbacks, that certainly will be a point of discussion. Stephen Drew, 43%, LaRoche, Enright, and Hudson. Well, I'll take any of them.
I was going to say, all the above. Boy, he's been a nice shot in the arm, hadn't he, Daniel Hudson?
Confident. Belongs out on that mound, acts like it, pitches like it. Breaking ball, it's high, 1-0 the count. Miguel Montero singled and scored, grounded out. Doubled in a pair.
Big swing.
1 ball and 1 strike the count.
The great Harry Carey would say he was going for the downs.
The 1-1. High and away, 2-1 the count now. Montero last year did have kind of an eerie walk-up song, Chacaron.
Disturbing.
It was troubling. High pop-up. Coming on down to make the play. Ryan Ludwig. And I think it was actually his lovely wife that said, that's not a big league song. So, can you please think about changing it, honey? All right, I'll change the song, and I'll also take you around the world.
What's going on? Oh, the Cardinals shut out again. They are swimming like a rock. There's a little bow tie from Mark Reynolds. You keep homering off us. Somebody's going to have to straighten you up.
Inside, 2-0 the count. St. Louis 7 games back of Cincinnati. St. Louis is reaching the point where they're getting closer to Milwaukee than Cincinnati.
Yes.
2-1. Frieri just kind of slings the ball at the plate. And because of that, it's got really late life on it. But that's tough over there. Did you see that, Gracie? In the press box. He's a wonderful rider, but just another horrible play by MLB.com Steve Gilbert.
There he is. He just got up from under his desk. You could hear him screaming all the way down the hall.
2-2. Outside, 3-2 the count.
Let's see. Where'd it go? There's Steven. Up. Yep. Wish we had the audio of him screaming.
Yeah. That's ball 4. Yeah, that was an earlier foul ball we showed you. This last one a moment ago, right in his hand. Just a nice, easy one, and he just turned his head from it.
Not very athletic. Great rider.
Oh, my goodness, can he write.
But,
I mean, you have to visit dbacks.com, if only for the writing. I mean, you could do your Christmas shopping there as well because it's right around the corner.
He's one of those guys that probably just never could finish an obstacle course. You know?
Mm-hmm. But he could sure write on how to
write
get
all
through
about
it.
it. Yes. Yeah. Fabulous writer. Very entertaining.
Want to know the count. He's yucking with us, showing some old file footage of it hitting the sign up above.
Casey Wilcox.
Oh, he's made about 6 great plays this year. He's the opposite. Throw down, tag, got him. Reynolds is gone down.
Just a swing and miss. They play hit and run. Gerardo Parra just swung right through a fastball down the middle, and there's the tag on Mark Reynolds. So 2 outs now.
One and 2 the count. Lift it, left. Over to make the play is the left fielder Hairston. We roll on. 7-3 the score. The Diamondbacks 6 outs to get. Your thoughts, Gracie, on what you saw from Kennedy tonight?
Well, it's a lot like what we saw last night from Joe Saunders. Got hit hard in the first inning, then found a rhythm and just put the Padres down. Kept his team in the ball game, got the big outs when he needed them. Pitched like a winner again today. It was good to see.
And again, gave up those 2 runs in the first inning and then settled right down. Boyer goes to work in his last 8 outings. He has gone 9 1/3 innings, given up just 1 earned run. Opponents 3 for 31 against him in the last 8 times he has gone to the mound. Fastball in. Heavy sinking fastball with electricity on the other side. Like that. Taking a look at our Haynes comfortable moment. Our good friends and partners with Haynes. The bullpen this month, opponents hitting .230. The bullpen ERA much more respectable at 3.58.
Hey, live with that, certainly. There's Juan Gutierrez, my partner likes to call him Big Goot.
Aside from Snidepiece, former Diamondback, one of the better nicknames.
I don't think we'll ever get better than Snidepiece, but
we were talking yesterday, you and I, on a lighter note, as the breaking ball misses low. 1-1 the count, about Ryan Doman, his fellow catcher. We might need to let him know about Chris's nickname and share it with the fans in Pittsburgh.
Maybe get that nickname going in the Steel City.
I think so.
Get all the unions behind him.
Well, we like a lot Ryan Doman. Good man.
Very good man. Friend of the show.
From Moses Lake, Washington. Boy, pretty good pitch. It's called inside. Frank from Tucson sent us an email to foxsportsarizona.com, said it wouldn't be very big league to be walking up to the plate doing the hokey pokey. Back to the screen it goes.
Well, that's kind of what Pablo Sandoval does, doesn't he?
It is.
He kind of puts his right foot in and puts his right foot out. Shakes it all about.
He does do that. So does the entire Yankees starting lineup in and out of the box.
Well, they just never get in the box.
And the Red Sox. Very dramatic. Is that one the other way? Well, there's Headley. He had struggled coming in. And this time, starting to find himself a bit.
Just a good player. Solid player. Switch hitter. Hurts you from both sides of the plate.
He's going to walk. And he's got 2 more hits as well tonight. Paul Chandler said it wouldn't be good to have Tony Basil's "Oh Mickey." Bouncing ball could be to Stephen Kelly on the first double play.
Tony Basil, I miss her.
And it has been in high revolution tonight. Hara, Kelly Johnson. Johnson again. A fine play on a hard hit ball, but he wasn't done. This ended an inning. Buddy Black was tossed out after that one. He was smiling at the expense of his teammates earlier. Now being a good teammate, making fine plays is Kelly. Jack Howell's offense back again for another show tonight. It's been fun to watch. But against this never say die San Diego club, who had come nowhere close to losing 5 in a row this year as they have now, you'd love some add-on runs. And it's going to be tough to get them. Mike Adams goes to work.
Just another in a long line of terrific relievers from the Padre bullpen.
Again, don't forget tomorrow we'll be with you, but it's right after school, you youngsters out there.
What time are we coming on tomorrow?
Coming on the air at 3. The game is tomorrow afternoon, so it's day baseball. Game will first pitch at 3:10.
3:10. Give us a chance to have a little fun tomorrow night.
How about that pitching matchup?
2 young stars. Leto's going to get some Cy Young votes, if not the Cy Young, the way he's going.
Halladay, Johnson, Hudson, Wainwright, Jimenez, Letos, all in the discussion.
Oh, man. Gas.
And the Astros come to town. Astros playing very good baseball lately.
Beat up the Cardinals. That was Wandy Rodriguez shutting out the Cardinals tonight.
Won about 21 of their last 33, if memory serves. The last month, they're well above 500. The 1-2.
And good for Brad Mills, their manager.
I was waiting for you to go down that road.
Isn't it weird? We spoke of this last night. You get rid of your two best players at the trading deadline, Roy Oswalt, Lance Berkman, and you go on a tear.
Ryan Church gives it a ride. That is down. Church is on the move, hustling on around. So there is your add-on possibility. And how about Ryan Church? He's got a couple of strikeouts on that resume, but a pair of doubles as well.
You never know when your name's going to get called. Ryan Church getting a start tonight. Justin Upton not able to go tonight with a sore shoulder. He gets the call. He's hit a couple of doubles. Rusty Ryle in place of Adam LaRoche with the sore knee, but Adam's had a good time.
He certainly has.
He's been the prankster tonight. But Rusty Ryle has singled and scored a run tonight. Always come to the ballpark prepared to play. And you know Rusty Ryle and Ryan Church are certainly, they fall into that category. Ryan Roberts going to get an opportunity to pinch hit for Blaine Boyer, who just continues to excel here in the second half, Dan.
Yeah, you talked about it earlier. Boyer now 9 outings, 10 1/3 run allowed in his last 10 1/3. Tries to bunt that one, and on Sunday it was hard to figure his bunt attempt. With the club down 2, he dropped down a sac bunt. The club did eventually score the one that he had moved over. This now makes more sense.
Hands still bother him from that terrific catch he made in San Francisco.
Boy, was it ever. And that hand went up against the concrete when he dove over the wall into the fans. That bunt popped up. Gonzalez. A rare miscue by a sure-handed first baseman, and because that ball went in the air, Church tried to read it and unable to move up.
Well, the bunt's popped up, as you said. Now Church has to freeze. Gonzalez gambles. And I'm assuming that that's going to go as an error or a hit.
It goes as an error.
As an error?
Sacrifice error.
No. How do you get a sacrifice? He didn't go to third.
No, that's just got to be a straight error.
Hello? Yeah.
Nope, straight error. That one is inside. Jennifer and Gilbert sent us an email to FoxSportsArizona.com on the D-backs page, and she said it wouldn't be good to walk up to home plate with Linda Ronstadt singing "You're No Good."
Ah, very good. I like that.
Oh, no.
I like that a lot.
And Kingman said the legendary song by the huge artist Rick Dees, "Disco Duck," would not be a good one.
Nah, good point. Good point.
In Southern California. 2-0 the count. Steven hacks at a pitch that dives down and in. 2-1.
I think that might have hit him right in the belly button if he didn't swing at it. Holy mackerel. I'm sure Steve and I are thinking the same thing. He just had his mind made up. He was swinging.
The 2-1. Outside, 3-1 the count. Steven 1 for 4 tonight. And when you say that, you can clearly say that's a quiet night of late. In his last 7 games, including tonight, he's got 16 hits and 10 of them extra base hits. It's his count at 3-1. The more pitches Adams throws, the more that they cut.
Everything cut. Golly. That's the mask of Hundley. Bang.
You can see the dot on that ball. And that was a fastball as it rode in. The 3-2. High pop. It was a late break and now coming on in.
Traveling this season?
Yes.
Take the D-backs with you. Subscribe to Fox Sports Arizona coverage of D-backs baseball on MLB.tv. Catch every D-backs game live or on demand on your computer. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere.
It's pretty good.
Nah, it wasn't my best. Not near as good as my Mark Reynolds.
Oh, man. I'll
Big league
never
read.
forget that one. Rusty Ryle goes after the first pitch. It's going to be a long run for Ludwig. And nearly got there. I tell you, Ryan Roberts stands at first base right now. What Ludwig thought about doing, Roberts did in San Francisco. That was the amazing thing about it. He ran that far. Look at Ludwig. It gets scary, especially when it's not in your ballpark.
One lady was scampering up the aisle. Did you see her?
That is a
amazing. Truly
great
amazing.
Caused him some discomfort in that hand, the right hand. You see he's got it taped up pretty good. That tape all over his hands. But it's the right hand as that one runs in. 1-1 the count. Kenneth, in surprise, said it wouldn't be a major league edition if your walk-up song was "It's My Party and I'll Cry If I Want to."
Ah, very good. That's another good. We've had some great responses.
The 1-1. 1-2 the count. Now, what I just got ties to what just happened there. Carolyn Kingman said it wouldn't be good if, well, your walk-up song, in this case, for some hitters, your walk-back song is "Blue by You."
Oh, yes. Linda Ronstadt.
So that wouldn't be good.
No. "Blue by You." Like that one.
1-2 the count.
Go ahead and get those vocal cords going, Linda.
This is earlier, by the way.
Kelly Johnson.
Oh, the weather girls. Do you think they had any idea they were going to be such a huge part of this show tonight?
That one is inside. By the way, the Diamondbacks were trailing 3-2 at the time. Just kind of loosened them up. They lead at 7-3, if you can see that scoreboard up top.
I'm hoping Jody can get Kelly Johnson after the game tonight.
The 1-0. Rolls that one to the right side. And probably might want to get Adam LaRoche with him as well. But after they get 3 outs, this one's not in the books yet. Not in 3. Progress what these Diamondbacks have to say about their ball game tonight. Mark McClune talks with U of A Athletic Director Greg Byrne about his goal for the Wildcats. Check out the post-game sounds as well. Local and exclusive coverage of all the teams in Arizona. FoxSportsArizona.com, dedicated to the Arizona sports fans and New Mexico State Aggie Athletics as well. Remember, they wore their Disney hats a couple of weeks back, and they have brought signs now. The Disney fans. So that was a good shot a moment ago. Sam Demmel, he has his shot to wrap things up. He goes to work for the 29th time. This is not a save situation. Demmel did pick up a save, though, if you remember, earlier this year in Milwaukee.
Went right through the heart of the Milwaukee order.
And this is another one, pitcher that is, that, like Adams, everything he throws cuts. And if it's not, it's diving down the other way.
It's moving.
Like that. Fastball outside corner. Everett Cabrera. Little slap hitter, hitting only 203. Just tends to stir things up, so you just soon keep him off the base paths. On base percentage of only .276. Spins off of that one. 1-1 the count. The Texan with the 1-1. That was a slider, but overthrown, so it stays up with the letters. Remember, the guy not too tall in stature. It's easy to get up above his letters as Hundley waits on deck. Pitch is low, 3-1 the count. Reynolds respecting the bunt. Remember, it was he and Reynolds that nearly got into it after the All-Star break around that third base bag.
He kicked Mark Reynolds.
Reynolds scampering after a ball. Two got tied up, started kicking at it. That's one you want to try taken off. But Everett Cabrera is on. And if anything, he'll distract. A little mini Donnybrook to remind you folks. Pick that up
Wouldn't really call that a Donnybrook.
No, mini. Just a mini one.
That was maybe a Marie Brook.
Marie. Donnie and Marie.
Yeah.
Well said.
Well, after Mel Stottlemyre takes a trip to the mound, Sam Demo will toe the slab again, and here we go.
Nick Hundley.
He's had himself a good evening. Couple of doubles.
That's where you like it, down into the dirt. That one rattles on around, ends up rolling up a tunnel. Arizona trying to put this game to bed, and in doing so, finishing August 16-13. Remember, they won 7 games in July. 7. It into left center field, toward the gap, and all the way to the wall on the off the base of the Geico sign. Now this is where Cabrera's speed comes in nicely. Easily flies on around the score. A little bit more interesting, 7-4. With a club that is really hungry right now, these Padres. Losers of 5 in a row.
Now. Starting to get nervous time here at Chase Field. Fastball right down the middle. On the belts. That's his 3rd double of the evening. Very impressive.
Juan Gutierrez starts to throw. Colorado and San Francisco in the Bay. 2-2 is the score, top of the 8th inning. I'm guessing he's been throwing for a while if the manager's coming to get him. So Gutierrez comes on. Demmel gives up a couple of hits. It's a save situation. The big fella, the Venezuelan, ready to roll as he trots out of the bullpen. Then all the hijinks that went on with the humor tonight can be discussed as well. But you got to get 3 outs before you can have some fun.
Yep. No fun talking about hitting music when you're reeling of a possible loss. So Juan Gutierrez come in, try to restore some order, get 3 quick outs, and, well, like every goal at the end of the game, shake hands. Isn't that the goal for every game? Shake hands after it?
And it's nice to see this club wrapping up a month in which they have done it more often than not. That's how he starts. Former Diamondback, 10 home runs. Big power if you make a mistake. But that's not a mistake. A slider and the bottom falls out of it. No balls and 2 strikes to count.
See Harrison nowhere near that breaking ball. Good pitch.
Another, you bet he went. Absolutely, that's strike 3. 1 out.
3 breaking balls, same result for all 3. Swinging strikes. This is a check swing. As you can see, that bat got way too far out there. Kurt Gibbs. Yes, he did.
So now David Eckstein.
That's a big out right there to stall any momentum these Padres may have had.
And you know they're getting close to grabbing. And that quiets things down. The pesky Eckstein.
You get an out and keep the tying run in the on-deck circle.
David takes outside. 1-0 the count. Gutierrez in his first 22 games had an ERA of 10.24. In his next 23, an even 3. And it's been the real effort to add in the secondary breaking stuff. Fastball is inside. 2-0 the count.
Well, Eckstein will be taking all the way here. He's going to take till he gets a strike. That's the kind of player he is. He knows his job is by hook or by crook to get on base. He's not up there to try to raise his batting average. He's up there because he knows his team needs at least 1 more base runner. Taking all the way. One of the more unselfish players in this entire game, Darren Sutton.
Had 2 beautiful World Series rings to go along with that approach. 1 in Anaheim, 1 in St. Louis. The 2-1 to David. Outside, 3-1 the count. Borderline calls usually don't go against Eckstein either.
He'll be taken all the way again.
Right down the middle as predicted. 3-2 the count. David to the right side. Ryle feeds Gutierrez to the bag for the 2nd out.
And Rusty Ryle didn't boot it. He didn't throw it away.
We picked them up again in that Padres dugout. Good stuff.
But a big out there. Nice job by Gutierrez of coming back and getting the pesky Eckstein.
And you'd love to end it with the man who's in the on-deck circle in the on-deck circle.
You got that right, pal.
And that's Adrian Gonzalez.
Beautiful breaking ball.
And that has been a big part of the turnaround. I don't care how hard you throw. You can do that for strike 1. It doesn't matter how hard you throw. Let alone if you're a hard thrower.
Doggone right. When you got 96, 97 in your back pocket.
The 0-1. Bouncing ball. 96, 0-2 the count. The final moments of the month of August for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Finally taking a step in the right direction. Since playing at a 20-8 record to start 2008, Only July of 08, July of 09, and August of 09. Since then, have they had winning months. The 0-2. To the right side. Appropriately, Kelly Johnson ends the ball game. On a night where there were smiles, more timely hits, great starting pitching, the Arizona Diamondbacks wrap up the month of August under the watchful eye of skipper Kirk Gibson with a record of 16 wins and 13 losses. Again, under the watchful eye of their manager, Kirk Gibson.
Now, Gibby's got to be proud of the way his team is playing. They just continue to hit the baseball and outscore their opponents. Boy, when the team is hitting, it's a bunch of smiles and a happy locker room.
And dare I say, it's actually raining wins lately for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's get it on now to the post-game show. Todd and Joe ready to go. We'll look forward to talking with them about